Hello and welcome to Soul Talk and Tarot. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Chloe.
And today we're going to talk about what happens when you die, what we think happens when you die, and the myths that surrounds it. So, according to some people, when you die, you have to go across a water. You try as you die, someone comes to get you, like the angel of death. Then you have to cross this water in a boat. Once you get to the other side, you've got to answer 3 questions, and then once you answer the 3 questions, you get judged, and only then can you can go in heaven. Shall I say not handle? Only then you'll be able to go into heaven. But I don't think that's what happens.
Neither do I, because that's quite similar if you think about it. Do you like to the Egyptian times?
Yeah.
And the dog guy, I can't remember his name.
The what?
It's like a man's body and has a dog head. And he comes, he's like the leader of the underworld sort of thing. He comes,
Zeus, not Zeus.
I don't know his name. He brings.
I'm talking about freaking Vikings.
About the guy up there.
Not Zeus.
Like
No, Hades. Hades. Yeah, Hades.
So he's a bit like a Hades, but he's not called Hades. It's like,
Google him.
I can't remember his name.
We know we Google him.
And then, so 1 minute, he brings your soul down, and then, like you said, you got the water, but either way, it's a walkway. And he takes you to these gentlemen at the bottom. And if you can't pay your way, your soul cannot enter.
That's another myth.
Yeah.
That's in another culture's myth. Now, in our Western, over here, we believe in, some believe in reincarnation. So if you haven't learnt your lessons on this earth, you've sent back to relearn them lessons. So that's our myth, apparently. And there's others. What's the other ones you can get? Not the Egypts.
Oriasis is that guy's name.
Oriasis.
The dog head.
What's the other mission? You've done the Egyptians. What about Greeks?
Oh, what do the Greeks do?
The Greeks think.
I don't know what the Greeks do.
They do think of something. I do know. I just can't remember. I've only had 4 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep this morning. Last night. The Greeks, I'm sure they think. Just have a look on your phone because I can't remember it. Because I do know the Greeks think it's something different. I think you have to pass tests. I think the Greeks think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the Greeks think you have to pass some kind of test before you get to go towards the light. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Ancient Greeks believed that upon dying the soul separates from the body and is guided to the underworld by Hades.
It is.
To cross the river into the afterlife.
So that's the river I run about at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I've mixed up the bit, so I've done the Greek then.
The dead needed to pay the ferryman Chiron with a coin placed in the deceased's mouth. Ooh.
See, they all do different things.
So the Greeks and the Egyptians are quite similar. But
yeah, they're quite similar.
If you haven't got enough, if you can't offer them enough.
But at the end of the day, the main thing before you get to ascend to heaven, you're gonna get judged. You stand in front of a judge. But the afterlife is not a courtroom.
No.
You're not there to be. It's not a. It's not like the angels, the spirits, or God, if you believe in all that stuff. They're not gonna weigh your life goals, you know what I mean? What you've done in your life. If you've done good, more good, have you done more bad, you're down there. You're not there to be judged because I think it's all eternal love.
I see it as it's just
I think what you just have
forgiveness.
Yeah, it's forgiveness. But I think what does happen, you have a life with you.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens. I think you have to see. Did somebody say? Is it Naz? You see what you've done in your life from other people's point of views.
Apparently, when you pass away, I think it's the next either 10 or 15 minutes. Every event that's ever happened, happy, sad, hurtful, it's meant to play back to you.
Right.
I mean, it's basically when they say your life flashed before your eyes.
Yeah, but is that
watch it all back?
Oh. But what's the one I heard where your life review gets you have you see your life review, but it's by other people's perspective.
Yeah.
So you see how you come across to other people, not how you felt, how other people felt.
Yeah, that's I think it's a part of your life lessons, that, isn't it?
That's another thing, life lessons.
Yeah, so it's like a room full of people, because apparently there's sometimes that you have to keep coming back because you haven't learnt the right amount of lessons that you're supposed to learn.
So that's where reincarnation comes in.
But
Yeah.
then people you're on about, they're then, like you said, saying, well, you made me feel like this, or I didn't see it that way, I saw it like this. And then that's because you're not learning your lesson while you're here physically. It's something along them lines.
But what if someone never learns a lesson? What if they always end up coming back here over and over and over again? They must be able to ascend, because I don't know if I believe that. I do believe in reincarnation myself, but I think you get to choose if you want to come back, regardless. If you've learnt your lesson, if there is a lesson thing, if there is a life review, and I don't think you do get judged, and I don't think you have to answer 3 questions. But that's what I believe now. What do you believe? Because I believe
what we live in now is hell.
Yeah, this is hell on earth. That's what I say. I get that.
This is hell. There is no such thing as a hell other than what we live now.
Yeah.
There's good people, there's bad people, terrible things happen all the time, great things happen all the time. And I believe that once you pass away, whether you're a good person, a bad person, doesn't matter what you are, one of your loved ones come for you, you forgive, and you go back. Your soul goes back to your loved ones and you stay together.
But what about after you go back to your loved one? What happens when you die? Now, can you choose to become a guardian angel? Do you have to do these tests to become a guardian angel?
I don't think you need to do any tests. I don't know. So then, if we're going to tie into it then, with like your astrology and your numbers and your master numbers.
Yeah. Did you watch that astrology?
Well, I am apparently at my peak because I'm 33.
You're a master teacher, which I did say in another video. I don't think she's watched it.
No.
But I did say the thing that she was a master teacher, number 33. And this year is her life path 3 year. So you're 3, 3 and 3. And I'm 1 and 1, 11. Now the 3 is all about creativity. And it's all about being social. And...
So then like after that, is that when, so that's what I'm saying, is that when I ascend and become something higher? This time round, or do you start?
No, because
again?
you're meant to be on this earth. You're a master teacher. You're meant to teach something on this earth right now.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, whether it's spiritual, whether it's children, whatever it is.
Then what happens after 33? Do you just go back down to?
No, but why have we got this number 33 as the end?
Because I see it as that's like the highest.
It's not, because a lot of people have come back thousands of times.
Do you get what I mean?
No, I don't actually get what
I
you mean.
get what I mean. I feel like that. I don't know.
Do you think you've done everything that you need to do on this earth right now in this lifetime? Because you've only...
Obviously not right now, but by the time, obviously it's my time and my number's up, I don't want to come back here. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be reincarnated. So personally, I think if you don't want it, I don't think you will come back. I don't think someone goes, no, you are going back.
No. I think you choose.
Yeah.
But then maybe you see something on earth that you are destined to teach. Like, for example, how do you know that Mother Teresa or whoever, one of the great teachers of the planet that's lived and come back, how do you know when she died she didn't want to come back, but they said no, if you did go back you can be this great person who can teach people. And then she might have said, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, coming back, and so I can share my wisdom with other people. Do you know what I mean? One last time.
When you
do you get what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean, but then sometimes when you come back, so this is the other thing around that whole being judged and coming back, and apparently before you come back, your mind's erased. Yeah,
I've heard that as well. But how is it erased? Because you do get some kids who have been reincarnated and remember that they're... Do you not remember when I said when I did that reincarnated thing, and I said I've dreamt, because another dream, I'm full of dreams, me. I dreamt my name was John something. Do you remember? And I died in a war, and I googled this person, and he died in the First World War, and it was something. They were an actual person.
No, it's like I don't.
So how do you get
weird.
that? Or was that just a psychic download I got?
It is weird because my little brother, when he was young, he went to a snooker hall, and he went to my mum and his dad. I used to come here when I was older, and he was like 3, to hit the balls with the sticks, and he kept repeating it, and that was before he even entered the place. He was sat outside.
But do you know what I mean? So how does he know that then?
I don't know, but I reckon if I asked him that now, he wouldn't have a clue he said it.
No, I won't have a clue. But there's kids out there, and I've seen it on YouTube that they've actually took the parents to the place where they grew up.
Yeah.
And everything that they've said, the name, the place, and is all there.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't
And when
it?
they've looked into deeper, there's a person that was that name. So I do believe there's got to be something out there about reincarnation.
Yeah. It is strange though, isn't it?
It is strange
Maybe
because...
there's a few lucky people in the world then who remember bits of it.
Maybe.
Maybe not the full story, but remember the little snippets. Maybe something that made them happy.
Maybe, but that kid that I were talking about, I think as his previous self died in a plane crash, and he used to cry. He used to play with his plane, and he used to cry and say about the fire and the plane when he was younger. And then when they delved deeper, and it was a guy that lived in America, and they were somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
He weren't from that country.
Yeah.
But he had this name, and it was so weird. So there's that kind of stuff about the afterlife and what happens when you die. But let's see what happens when you actually cross over, when a loved one or a person crosses over. Now, I told you about my stepdad and my mum.
Yeah.
They always saw something. My mum saw her mum. My stepdad, he didn't tell us what he saw. He kept looking in the corner of that room.
I believe he could see something, but he never mentioned what it was.
No, because it was one of these people. He's got his Aquarius moon. He had an Aquarius moon. And Aquarius moon people, they're always alright. There was nothing bothered them. So every time we asked him, "Are you alright, Bill?" When he was looking somewhere, it was over my shoulder. When he was looking at somebody, I said, Are you alright, Bill? He used to go, "Yeah, I'm fine." But he'd never say what he actually saw. Whereas my mum, she was very vocal. I was sat there, I remember coming home from dialysis, and I was sat in the chair. We had the door open because it was COVID year. And I was sat there on the chair, and then we caught on, I was freezing, and she was in the bed, and she was looking behind me, and her eyes followed from behind me to the right side of me, and she followed it, like walked past her. "What are you looking at?" And she mentioned this guy's name who was there. I've never heard of it. And then and I just went, I went like behind me, I went like that, I went, "What are you looking at?" And I went, "What?" So she was freaking me out. So I gets up and follows her eyes, because apparently she went into the kitchen. I went into the kitchen, I looked, I said, "There's no one there." She went, "No, he's in there. And he's waiting for me." I went, and it was some guy that she knew years ago that had passed.
Yeah.
I mean, years ago, I don't even remember the name now, but it's somebody she recognised from her youth.
Yeah.
But I do remember, I was sat in the same chair. Now, do you know the glass cabinet that we give to David?
Yeah.
The glass cabinet was on to the side, and she kept looking to the side. I said, "What are you looking at?" And she was frightened. "So what are you looking at?" Now, the chair was in front of the glass cabinet to the side of it. She said, "There's somebody staring at me." Now, I'm a debunker, which is why I followed the vision, whatever she saw, into the kitchen. So I gets up off the chair, and I'm looking in this glass mirror, and I goes over to where she was led, and I got down to her level, and I'm looking over. Obviously, she's had morphine and all the medication. Yeah. And then I clicks on, in the glass cabinet, bless her, there was a picture of the clown.
Oh.
And then the the chair looked like shoulders, and the coat that was over the chair looked like shoulders. Someone wearing a coat, so it was a clown face in the chair. So I had to go over and said, "Listen, Mum, it's just the clown face that's in the it's my stepdad's stupid ornament, or her ornament, whoever the clowns say it, clowns." But the clown face with the chair looked like a figure staring, and it's freaked her out. So I had to go over and said, "No, it's not that." But for the life of me, I was in the house alone. I couldn't debunk that person. But all I know is when it freaked me out because she kept looking behind me, and he said he was stood behind me. But I can't say I felt anything behind me because the door was open and I was cold anyway. But I kept looking behind, I kept feeling and following, but I couldn't see anything. But she could. But she kept seeing. But she like reverted back to her younger self before she passed because she my mummy's here.
Yeah.
Do you remember my mummy? And she never says my mummy. In fact, she's never seen that part of her family. So that brings me on to the other question. My mum had a falling out with her parents because we are mixed race.
Yeah. And
it was different back in the 80s. And she hadn't spoken to her mum in years. I think it was other things as well. But in that moment, she could see her mum. She wanted her mummy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's weird. So I think everything is figuring. Now she asked me before she passed, I don't want to see. This is how bad they fell out. I don't want to see my mum. They won't come for me over. They won't. I won't have to see them. And I just went, no. Whoever you want to come will come for you. I said, you will see who you want to see. They won't be there. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know if they could become there. So I had to say something
to make her feel
better, which I felt awful because.
No, because you don't know.
I don't know.
Do you?
But not long after this, she saw her mum. It was literally a day before she passed, and she was kind of not happy, but it was like, it's just what's my mummy's here.
Yeah.
She was happy. So I'm a reality when if things have happened in the life, if you find out your parents, your daughter, your family, and a loved one, or whoever, they come to you, everything's all forgotten, and it's it's just a pure love.
Yeah, it must be.
Pure eternal love.
If your mum felt like she was like comfort and happy, it can't be a at you.
No, I don't think there's any negative when you pass over just from that, because she was happy her mum was there, and I felt at that time that she was not at peace with what's happening. I just felt like it can't be anything negative that comes for you. It's always something that positive, of pure divine love. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I do think somebody comes for you. I don't know who it is. Some people believe it's the angel of the death. Some people believe it's a sad spirit guide. Some people believe it's family.
Loved one.
Or a loved one, or someone you recognise. But whoever comes for you, I do believe they're of the purest light. It's nothing negative. And I think people, I've seen a few people, well, 2 people pass away, both parents. So, and they've both passed quite peacefully. There was no fear. It was peaceful. And that brings me on to another thing, because I've been there for both my parents' death, and because I have the sun in my 6th house, and my South Nord in my 6th house, and my North Nord in my 12th house, I'm what you're known, which is weird, I didn't even know this, I'm what you're known as a wounded healer. Because I've helped 2 people, I've been there, 2 people cross over. I mean, I didn't do much, I was just sat there. I mean, I helped Billy out, I said he'd done a good job.
You say you don't do much, but that's a lot. Just sat there being with someone every day, it's a lot. You say you didn't do much.
No, but you know what I mean.
Everything.
No, but you know what I mean. What can you do when a person's crossing over apart from be there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And just know that we're all around you, and know that you're going from the earth realm to a family that loved you to the spirit realm with somebody else that loves you. I think. I'd like to believe.
Yeah. That's a nice way to think about that, isn't it?
I'd like to think that way, because I know when my time comes, I'd like to believe that I'm surrounded by my family, whoever watches me cross or is with me when I cross over. I'd like to believe that somebody comes for me would be something of pure joy, love and peace and light. Do you know what I mean?
So you're not scared?
Yeah, I don't think you're scared. I just think I just think you're supported, I think, by earthly realm and spirit realm. In the, like I said, that's like the dream where my mum walked up the hill and she was old. I think, as I said in another video, I know I'm going back to previous videos, walking up that hill and crossing over, going up the hill, and then morphing into a younger self would be the crossing over from the earthly realm to the physical realm, because she morphed from her illness, old self, into a younger, vibrant self, and she didn't need me. So as that wounded, I'd done my job to help her cross over.
Yeah.
So I think I helped her from the earthly realm to transition over to the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I'd like to think that. Yeah. I'd like to think that. Just because the sixth house is the sixth house in astrology is the house of service, caring, nurturing, and you like to service, help people, and I think that's what I like to do, because that's what I felt. Even though I was ill, I felt a strong calling.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tiring. It was frustrating when people don't want your help.
Yeah.
No, with Billy, he didn't want nothing. He didn't want any help, but I knew we couldn't just leave him.
No.
Because he needed our help whether he wanted it or not. I mean, that's another thing. The questions, what my brother, remember the question what Nas tells you get asked, apparently these questions you get asked is, if I can remember it, what's the first thing you, what's the three questions? Try and look at the questions, but I do remember the last one, because my answer will be time. So if you did get asked the question, the last question was, what did you give? Oh, that was one of the questions. What did you give that people didn't want? One of the question was, what did you give that someone didn't want? So I give my time. I know that my son didn't want my time. He didn't want nothing. He didn't want me to do anything, but I did it anyway. So that would be apparently failed, because I gave something nobody wanted it.
No, it's giving me the Muslim.
Is it? Look, yeah. I put spiritual way. And what was one thing you know? The last question was, what's one thing you know now that you? What's one thing you know that you wouldn't change? Oh, we'll forget the questions if we can't find the questions. But I think what's one thing you know? What's one thing you knew now that you didn't change, or something that you knew? What's one thing you know that you could have changed? It's some of these really, really weird questions. The first two are easy, but the last one's difficult. But didn't he say something about walking across? When we walk from before you answer the questions, you've got to walk along this corridor, and there's people there with whatever you really wanted in life. Like if you wanted to be really thin in life, there was somebody there. So if you I could make you thin, and the minute you look away, you take one of these temptations, you failed. It was something like that. It's so weird, and I don't really believe in that. I don't think that happens.
They were weird questions.
They were weird questions, but I don't think you get tested on questions. I don't think you get a life review.
Yeah.
And so we've talked a bit briefly about life and what happens when you die, and what I've seen, what you've seen. We do have 3 cards. The first card is Spirit Messages. Pass me the book, we show him. So that's the first deck. We have 3 decks. So the first deck is that one. We've used it before, because we're going to do a 3-card reading. The second deck is Native Spirit. Now we've not done a 3-question. That's a Native Spirit one. We've not done a 3-question, but with 3 different cards, and the last one is Ask Your Guides. So this will be new for us, really. So I've pre-shuffled the decks. They've all got crystals. I can't show them you. How can you show them? What I'll do, I will take a photo of the decks, and I will overlay it to this. So I've got 3 cards, and
we could try and point it down if we want.
We'll try and point it down if you can. Let's see if we can point it down. Okay, so we pointed the camera down. We made a bit of a boo. We'll try and edit it all together. So the 3 cards. That's your Spirit Messages. This is your Native Spirit, and this is your Ask Your Guides. All got crystal, all pre-shuffled, and we're going to do hit a card from the top of each one. So the first question is,
what your loved ones want you to know.
What your loved ones want you to know. and you've got cleanse. I'll see if you can see that, and I will read it if you can see that. I do apologise.
Yeah, I can see that. That's...
And on the card it says, your body, mind and soul are urging you to take time for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, tidy the office, that your body,
also needs care and attention.
That's it.
It is time for some spiritual, emotional and physical cleansing.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, my eyes are really bad.
Spirit is reaching out with this card to help you cleanse and detoxify your body, mind and soul. Spiritual cleansing is an excellent way of extracting destructive emotions that, if left untreated, can cause depression, anxiety and even addiction.
So your loved one wants you to cleanse your spirit. So how can you cleanse? You can basically take a shower and visualise the water washing all the negative energy away from you. You can also get a crystal. You can get can you see that? That's the clear quartz crystal. That's a cleansing crystal. You can sit with that and imagine a white light around you, and that should wash away any negative energy. Or you can do a cleansing meditation, and that you can imagine like a white ball of light starting from the root of your chakra, your head chakra, your crown chakra, going down through your body and cleansing out your chakras. And if you tidy your house, that's a clean man, clean house, isn't it? Yeah. Once you've cleaned your house from top to bottom, you always feel cleansed. You can walk into the sunlight. We've got beautiful weather in the UK. You can stay in the garden, imagine that sun, the light beaming on you, cleansing away the negative energy. And now the second question is?
The wisdom that supports this.
So the wisdom that supports this, we have this spirit of fire. That's something about passion. You have spirit of fire. So we'll read this one out to you.
So, the spirit of fire is a transformation. Take risk, face your fears, break out of old patterns and conversations. Just because you've always done something in the past, it doesn't mean that you need to continue to do it in the future. Try something new, change your routines and habits, reach out in new direction. The Thunderbird is rising in you. Out of the ashes come new growth and new beginnings. And
you know what's beautiful? I'm looking. These two cards are basically saying, if you cleanse yourself and release everything that no longer serves you, there's a transformation coming through. Now let's see how this is supported by your spirit guides and your message your spirit guides can give you. We have teamwork, helper guides, number 16.
So triumph, leadership, success and accomplishment. Your helper guides are delighted to share the good news that whatever you've been working on will succeed. The bad news, well, there isn't really any bad news. Your helper guides urge you to recognise those who have helped you get into this life so far. Your success in part came out with the help of others, even if they've worked behind the scenes. This isn't to diminish your accomplishments or take away from your achievements, not by a long shot. You deserve your win. Your helper guides simply remind you to be grateful and acknowledge the contributions of those who have assisted you in getting where you are now. And your helper guide's message for you is share the glory.
So you had cleansing, release of anything no longer serves you, cleanse your spirit, cleanse your aura, and the spirit of the fire says there's going to be some transformation. Your spirit guides are supporting you. This means there's going to be success coming to you. There's some triumph, success coming towards you. Your spirit guides are telling you there's something good coming towards you if you can do all this. Okay, so this is your reading, and we will put the camera back up. So we've done a reading. Hopefully you'll see that we did a quick reading for you. But what does it mean? What these cards mean in afterlife? So this cleansing means.
So the cleanse, it is what it means for afterlife
It's
not
like you're
about
shedding.
Yeah, it's not an ending. You're just shedding.
You're just shedding the old skin that you don't need.
Yeah.
Now, the spirit of fire is that spark your soul, is your soul spark.
Yeah.
So that is basically saying,
Then it's your illumination and your warmth. It's a spark that never dies.
brilliant. And then the last one is teamwork. Teamwork. It's basically you don't walk alone. Look at them helping hands. Spirit is always there to reach out in this life and in the afterlife.
Yeah. So when you pass over, you rejoin with your guards, your family, everyone who's ever loved you.
Yeah. So we did a little reading for you for what these cards meant for you, and this is the reading for what it means for afterlife. So a reading for you means if you can cleanse something needs cleansing in your life, and if you can let go and shed something in your life, then something can transform. There could be a spark of passion.
Yeah.
Something transforms, a transformation in your life. And then the last one is there's some kind of helping hand success that could come in.
Or don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah,
A bit of
some
teamwork
kind of-
to help you succeed.
But either then, it's not a bad card. This is it. This is a good card. It means success is coming your way if you can find the support, if you need one. If someone sees your dream or what your goal and gets that, we're doing something.
Yeah.
Teamwork. So I'm not doing it on my own. I'm doing it with someone. Teamwork. So support and getting to the same goal with the person. But there's success coming in. But it involves you to do the previous actions. But then afterlife, again, the afterlife is all about shedding. You never walk alone. You've got your soul. Your soul's your creative spot. Your soul never dies. It's just your body. And then you never walk alone with spirit guides.
Yeah.
So that's our today's talk on the afterlife and spirit guides and gardens. We'll see you next time. Well, she might not see you next time because your kids are off school.
Oh, you never know.
So it might just be me.
6 weeks holidays.
But I do have some cards coming today. I have some spirit animal cards. So Friday I might do spirit animals reading. I did have an oracle coming for today and it hasn't come. It's called the Oracle of the Dead. No, it's not a nasty card. They're really good soul cards. And what other cards do I
I
have coming?
suppose so. You could do a little bit of that and then go into your spirit animals.
I could do your cards, and I've got another card coming. I'm trying to think what they are. Can't remember. I've got 3 sets of cards coming. I will show you Friday, and we'll do some readings on Friday with spirit animals and the cards of the dead, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Well, I'll see you next time, and Chloe will be here. Oh, on Saturday, I could be talking about witches with my other friend Cara. She's a witch,
Oh.
so I think I have a witch card coming. I think that could be the other card. So yeah, we're going to talk about the myth about witches.
That'd be good though.
Yeah. So 2 good readings coming up, and Chloe hope we'll see you at some point next week or week
Sometime
after.
soon.
If not, you've got me. Bye bye. I'm holding this because it's a stopper. Bye.